Greetings, fellow bridge lovers, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be looking at an exciting board where we are going to be taking a look at a defensive thing that my partner did that I think illustrates a very important thing that we need to be thinking about on defense, and I need to be thinking about on defense more often, and it really worked out in our favor today. There was a way that Declarer could have prevented it, and we'll be talking about that as well. This game was played in Junior Trials, which was the way, like, if you win, you get on the USA U26 team. Before we get started though, I'm saying this on every video, if you would, please, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to the Bridgin' with Kai YouTube channel and hit the like button or comment on the video. All of these numbers really help us spread Bridge a lot more, which is my overall goal. So I would really appreciate it if you would help me on that little journey. Every single bit of it is free except for a sliver of your time. Let's get in today's hand. Woo! So we start off with this hand, not so pretty. We got a 7 count with an ace and a king and a bunch of useless hearts. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't dare preempt with this hand. Our partner is the opener, and it goes pass, and then it goes 1 diamond, and what did I say? I wouldn't preempt with this hand, but my partner decided to preempt with this hand. This, for us, is an extremely wide-ranging preempt, and the key thing is the fact that our partner has already passed, right? I kind of sympathize with it. I would like to have a little bit more suit quality, but the idea is when we are preempting here, we are never preempting partner. We're always preempting the opponents, and we should always be bidding like 2 hearts whenever we have no interest in game, but we're comfortable bidding 2 hearts, like we're comfortable that we're not going to get whacked and then go down like for 1100 or something. So the preempt here, the purpose is to get in the way and kind of say, we're not interested in game, but I am getting in the way. If partner was still interested in game opposite a passed hand, we would bid 1 heart, or we would double, do a power double, and then, you know, keep going from there. We would show something more strong. But any time that we're not interested in game, we just bid 2 hearts, and we get involved. We mostly do it on a 6-card suit, but you can do it on a 5-card suit. Probably would want better suit quality for that, right? It's all about your comfort level on whether or not you decide that you think you're going to get doubled or not. Next, we get a double from West, which is described as showing 4 or more spades. Gotta have some number of points because we are forcing partner to the 2 level, probably something like 8 or more points. And then 3 diamonds bid from East, kind of saying, I've just got a bare minimum, I've got 6 diamonds, and I'm not going further. I do not have a fit with you in spades. It's kind of like as minimum of a response as you can get here. Then West bids 3 no trump. They're kind of like, okay, well, you've got diamonds. I've got all the other suits covered. Bid 3 no trump. Now we get into the defense. Your partner, Jack of Hearts, and this dummy comes down. Partner leading the Jack of Hearts. I guess all it can be is a doubleton. It's not top of a sequence. If they had Queen Jack, they would lead the Queen. If they had Ace Jack, they would lead the Ace. I mean, there's so many other things here. It just kind of has to be a doubleton, because if they had 3, then they probably would not have led the Jack. They would have led a lower card. I don't think partner can have any other combination of honors here. This just has to purely be a doubleton. So we know the count on the hearts, and we know the honor position of the hearts. We know that Declarer has the Ace Queen of Hearts, and they have 4 hearts, and our partner has 2 hearts. So we don't have much hope on setting up our heart suit because they have 3 stoppers. But we also have to think, okay, well, they're in 3 no trump. Where are our tricks coming from? Or more importantly, on this particular hand, where are their tricks coming from? We know that West has 4 spades and 4 hearts. That takes up 8 of their cards. Of course, it seems like the clear option here for Declarer to set up tricks is diamonds. They've got this beautiful long-running diamond suit. We don't know if they have the king of diamonds, so they might just be able to knock out our ace and set up the diamonds, in which case it should be easy to rack up 3 no trump. Because of that, we know that if they just had the king of diamonds and they're able to just set things up, then we don't have much hope. So at this point, we kind of have to hope that partner has the king of diamonds, because if they don't have the king of diamonds, it's just an easy make for our opponents. So that's 1 card I'm putting in partner's hand. And we also can kind of calculate, okay, we see a total of 12 high card points on the dummy. West probably has a game forcing hand 13 or more high card points. Based off of that information, our partner can probably have 7 or 8 high card points at the very most. It could be fewer than that. So if we give them the king of diamonds, we still need a lot from partner here. We don't want their spades to be running. We don't want their diamonds to be running. So we just kind of have to put a lot of partner's hand in order to be setting this contract. The key thing is partner has to have the king of diamonds. Overall, our goal is going to be preventing them from setting up this diamond suit. And the number 1 way that we do that is we have to attack their entries. We cannot let them get in to the diamonds after they've already been set up. So, they win the king of hearts, and then they start playing diamonds. We win, and at this point, what is the best play to put pressure on the opponents? If you said club, you're correct. Why a club, though? Yes, they're trying to set up the diamond suit, and we can't let that happen. And the diamond suit, if partner has the king of diamonds, remember, if partner doesn't have the king of diamonds, we're skewered anyway. There's nothing we can do. If partner has the king of diamonds, the diamonds are not set up yet. So we need to knock out that ace of clubs so that there is no entry. That is the goal. And playing a club is getting us one step closer to knocking out that ace of clubs. Now, if West happens to have the queen jack of clubs, there's really nothing we can do about it. But if partner does have a club honor, the ace can get knocked out and their entries can be limited. This also requires that West does not have the king of spades. But this is our only hope, right? We know that the heart suit is not going to set up because they've got two stoppers. We know that West has 4 spades, so we're never going to get enough tricks from spades in order to set the contract. So we need to really just try to declare as much of an ace as possible if partner happens to have the right hand. So my partner made an outstanding switch here to the 3 of clubs, and what happened after, this was not the most accurate line of play from declare, but they put in the 7, and then I put in my queen to force out the ace, and declarer realized what the issue was and said, well, I need to maintain that ace of clubs, so I'm going to duck this. That doesn't solve anything because I can just play another club. I'm still on lead, right? So it goes another club, we win our king, and then we play another club, and then the ace of clubs just gets knocked out eventually. Declarer decides to switch to the queen of spades after this, after seeing that the diamond suit is impossible to set up, because lo and behold, our partner does have the king of diamonds. They know they have no entry, so therefore they don't play another diamond, which also means that West cannot have the king of spades, because if West had the king of spades, then the queen of spades would be an entry to the diamonds, and declarer would be playing on diamonds, not spades right now. And that means our partner also happens to have the king of spades, and declarer at this point is just hoping for a spade finesse, and that goes awry. So at this point, when they played the spade, and I won the king, then it went club, club, right? And then I played a diamond here because I didn't want to get end played. I didn't want to have to play a spade out of my holding into the ace jack 9. So then my spade would be getting finessed. So I got rid of my king of diamonds so that I couldn't be end played anymore. And then I exited a heart end playing them. So at this point, now they can't throw me in so that I have to lead away a spade. Now I threw them in so that they had to play spades. And eventually, they just run it down, and I also happen to get my 10 of spades. So that was how the hand actually went. Let's take a look and see how declarer could have done better. All right, so I've blocked both hands. So you are completely in declarer's perspective now. You are West, and you are trying to make this contract. How do we do it? It goes heart, king, low, low, diamond, right? You're trying to set up your diamond suit. And now they switch to a club. The goal here, you always maintain that entry to the diamond suit, so that after you set it up, you can get back to the diamond suit. How do you do it? If you said the jack clubs, you are correct. So let's take a look at it. If we play the jack of clubs, they can play the queen of clubs to knock out the ace, right? And then we play another diamond, king, right? And now let's say they just play another heart because they're just trying to set up their heart some more. What is missing in the club suit? Just the king. So what we can do, so it goes club, club, we overtake with the 10. The 9 and the 10 are the same. The issue is that if we play the 8 and they duck, we're in the wrong hand, right? We're still in the West hand. We're stuck, right? So what we need to do is play the 10. If they duck, we're already over there, right? If they play the king, then we have another entry after they play another heart, and we're just in time. And then the rest of the tricks are ours because we have the entry over to the club, and then we have all of the diamonds that run, right? So we got all of those tricks. So what's wrong with playing a low club initially? It's because if you don't play the jack, then the suit is blocked. the key thing is we were able to get into a position where we could overtake the 9 with the 10 and the 7 with the 8. If we get rid of those, if we get rid of the 9, right, if we decide to do these overtaking plays, right, we set up another diamond, like, at this point, when we play another heart, when they play another heart, and then it goes, now we have no way to overtake, right? The jack is always winning, so whenever, if it goes like this, right, we just duck. The defense ducks. And if we play the 7, and we can overtake, then the defense takes, and now you're blocked, because your jack is higher than your 10. You have no entry. So these are the tiniest, most minuscule things. You have to play the jack here. You have to. Because if you don't, if your defense is good, you can get blocked. There's actually nothing that the defense can do to, like, because, and you're like, what if the defense ducks? Well, if the defense ducks, then yeah, you just won the jack, and now you can play a diamond out of your hand, right? And then you've always got the ace, right? So there's no way to prevent, if you put the jack of clubs in, there's no way to prevent the entry there. But oh my gosh, it is so subtle, yet so important. Like, bridge is just so deep. You gotta play that high card. I don't know. And the only reason why it makes in the first place is because all you're missing is the king and the queen. You've got, look at all of these cards. This has to, like, align. You've got to have the ace, jack, 9, 7, 8. You need to have all of those cards. Every single one is important. And yeah, I don't know. Crazy hand. It's a very important subtlety. I only pray I would be able to figure out in the moment. And to be honest, we defended this really, really well. We gave them the most difficult defense there was, and they screwed up. And it happens, right? All you can do as defenders is pray that you give them a defense that makes them think, makes them do the wrong thing. And they did the wrong thing. It happens to the best of us. So yeah, that was this hand. It was crazy. It's just something so subtle that changes everything completely. Like, if the jack was in the other side, it would be so much easier. There's no trap. But because the jack was with the west hand, you had to play the jack when a club was returned. Absolutely insane hand. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and this video so that we can keep spreading bridge. Outstanding hand. Was a lot of fun. Just keep on bridging, everybody. Bye.